Hi, this is Matt Wiggins with Pattern, and today we're partnering with White Coat Investor to bring you the Physician's Crash Course on Disability Insurance. You know, after educating and working with over 5,000 doctors over the last decade, I can't think of any more difficult topic, a product, an insurance product that has more misinformation out there and is just generally hard to understand. And there's a lot of people trying to talk to you about it. So hopefully this crash course will help you kind of peel back the layers and see the truth about things, learn about them easily, and obviously get the right policy at the right price. So let's get started. So one of the first questions you're going to want to answer is, who am I going to buy this disability insurance from? And the first thing that comes to mind for me is which agent. So there are agents out there who are trying to sell you disability insurance, and some of them are great. Unfortunately, most of them are not. And so how do you determine the good guys from the bad guys and get it from the right people? And so if you look at these 4 points, I think this will really help you. Number one, you want to make sure you get it from an independent advisor or agent. And what that means really is that they're unbiased. In other words, if you're talking to someone and on their business card or their email signature, it has the name of one insurance company, they're probably not unbiased. They're probably going to try to sell you their specific policy. And so you want to make sure that you get someone who's independent, can help you kind of shop around to all the best options. I think physician focused is another point that's really important. Obviously, the more doctors someone has worked with, the more they'll be able to answer your questions about what happens at claims time, what features are best for doctors. And so look for someone, an agent who is focused primarily on working with doctors. Obviously, experience comes into play. You don't want someone who's sold 5 disability policies and it was to their brother-in-law and his 4 friends. I mean, you want someone who has a lot of experience with disability insurance. They've seen it from start to finish, from applying to claims. And so make sure they're experienced. And at the end of the day, you want them to be easy to work with. If you can do web meetings on your own time, if you can apply for things electronically, receive your policy electronically, being easy to work with is a big thing. So I think if you stick to these 4 really characteristics of an agent, you'll probably find someone who can help you out and who has your best interest at heart. So now we get to which insurance companies to purchase it from. And there are really only 6 insurance companies any doctor should purchase disability insurance from right now. And there's no bias in that statement. Basically, there are 28 disability insurance companies in the U.S. to choose from. And that's a lot. But it narrows down pretty quickly to 12 because there's only about 12 out there claiming that they have occupation-specific coverage. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. But what you really need to know is out of those 12, only 6 of them truly do have what's called own occupation disability insurance. And so what differentiates that from everything else? An own occupation policy says if you can't do the specific duties of your medical specialty, they will pay you the full benefit. And then you're free to go pursue any job you want to and make as much money as you want to after that or can post-disability, and they're not going to penalize you. If you get a policy from one of the other 22 companies, what you'll find is that they're going to reduce or quit paying the benefit to you if you can do any job after your disability. So we want to make sure that you know if you want to protect your duties, your procedures, the things you're doing on a daily or weekly basis specifically, you want to protect those, you have to go with one of the big 6. And so as you can see here, that's Principal, Guardian, Ameritas, Standard, Ohio National, and Mass Mutual. So we've talked about the agents, we've talked about the companies. Now here's a few points of things you need to know about the policies themselves. First of all, you want to make sure you understand the amount of coverage that you're getting. So you're starting out with $5,000 a month or $7,500 per month. These are typically tax-free if it's your own policy, so it's after-tax money. And they should give you the right to increase it in the future. So look for how much benefit you have and how much you can increase it in the future and make sure it's the right amount of coverage for you. Additional benefits, sometimes these are called riders and you pay a little bit more for them. You may find them, they may be called residual or partial coverage. They may be called catastrophic or cost of living adjustment. All of these things refer to additional benefits that most of the time are worth the price, but you kind of have to weigh that on your own and decide if it is or isn't. So look for those additional benefits. As far as limitations and exclusions, some of the companies have a 2-year limit on paying benefits to you for mental health disabilities. Others will pay it fully, so look for that. And typically exclusions only come about if you have health history and they need to exclude something. Like if you'd had a knee surgery a year ago, they may exclude your knee for a while until they see more track record there and that things go well, and they may add coverage for it again in the future. But that's how exclusions come about. Employer DI, all I'll say about this is most employer coverage is not own occupation coverage. It's also not portable or secure. In other words, you can't take it with you, and they can get rid of it at any time without consulting with you. And the third thing is, if they pay for it, most of the time it's taxable. So you're going to lose maybe 30+% of the benefit to taxes if you ever get disabled. So please let that encourage you to get your own policy to supplement what your employer's doing. And finally, prices. Obviously, you want to get the best price you can. There are discounts if you're still in training. There are some certain situations where you have other discounts. So be sure you're looking for discounts. Don't just pay full price. Make sure you're working with someone and you're able to get as big of discounts as you can. And then probably one of the best ways you can do this is to have some type of a table that compares them side by side, the benefit amounts, the features, the prices, what the prices look like at different benefit amounts. And so this is a snapshot of something that we provide for our clients. And I would say you want something like this, no matter who you work with. You want something like this to make sure that you're obviously evaluating everything and getting the best option for you. Now, if you would like for us to do something like this for you, you can just simply go down to our ad in the article and click on it and request your quotes. We'll build a report just like the one you just saw and really go through and make it very simple and easy to understand. And typically your best option will come to light and be real easy to pick out of them. Or you can simply go to our website at www.patternlife.com/DI. So I hope this crash course was helpful and hope we get a chance to help some of you soon. Thanks.